Today we're riding in the Fairgrove, Missouri area. Fairgrove is probably 15 to 20 miles north of Springfield, Missouri on US 65. Fairgrove offers a lot of good climbs, a lot of scenic roads. It's a really enjoyable ride with a lot of ways to get there. Whoa, and that's why we were being very careful. Now Fairgrove is also home to US champion cyclist Brad Huff, who was on the Jelly Belly team, and I think he won the US Pro Criterium one year. So I used to see him ride out here every once in a while. I'd bump into him with his Jelly Belly stuff on. So one of the things about this ride to Fairgrove is you actually hit one of the highest points in Missouri. I think it's in the top 5 last I looked, maybe a little off, but it's definitely in the top 10 of the highest points in Missouri. So that climb is just to my east, and we're taking a parallel road today, but this would be kind of where it's at in the vicinity. This hill, you can start to see the outer part of Fairgrove. You can see the water tower in the distance. Now when I usually ride Fairgrove, I usually ride Missouri 125. It's fast, it's a lot of fun, but it's one of those roads that if you're not experienced, you want to be a little more cautious on. But I've been riding Missouri 125 to Fairgrove since I was probably 13 years old. It was like that first road where you kind of felt your first real speed on a bicycle. There was like this thrill because you're just like, man, this is a fast road. But today we're not on that road. Now, as I mentioned, Fairgrove produced pro cyclist Brad Huff. I'm sure he's retired by now. But one of the things I recall following him on social media was people always kind of declare the south side of Springfield, Missouri as being pretty challenging as you head down into the Ozark Mountains. But don't kid yourself. This north side of Springfield pretty challenging, and he always said he found it probably a little tougher to ride in than the south side, and I think there may be some truth to that because the grades just seem so much steeper on some of these climbs where they're more leveled off on the south side. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to get some steep climbs south of Springfield, Missouri in the Ozark Mountains, but I do think the north side produces a lot of good challenges, and you might encounter that when you're riding in Fairgrove area. So we are now coming into the Fairgrove city limits. I'm gonna guess, I'm not sure, Fairgrove's seen a little bit of growth over the last few years. It says 1,393, so I was guessing about 1,500. So about 1,400 people in Fairgrove. It's probably closer to 1,500 though now. Since we're 5 years removed from the census, it's probably actually more than that. I mean, you can see they're building, just like every other community near Springfield. Going faster than the speed limit, so kind of nervous about those cars coming up to those intersections. So we're coming into the downtown area. It's pretty small. Every year in the fall, and they just had it, they had their big craft festival, which attracts a lot of people. And this area is just filled up with people. Fairgrove is home of the Eagles. My home Stratford is their arch nemesis. And so that's a pretty big rivalry, I guess. But both schools have gotten better in football as the years have gone by. So now we're on the northeast side corner of Fairgrove, and we're headed out, and we're gonna ride out to Olive, Missouri. But it's still in the Fairgrove area. Still great riding. There's a lot of those dead men curve corners in Fairgrove. But the country out here is really pretty. It's really pretty ride out here. It's really enjoyable. And it's challenging. I mean, if I was to go over just west of here, the hills are going to get even bigger. That's the W.C. Potter home. I don't know much about it, but it's on the county list of historical sites. This is one of my favorite sections of this ride too. I think this is the Little Pomme de Terre River, but I'm not 100% sure, but there's nothing to mark it. But that's what fills up Fellows Lake. Pomme de terre is French for potato. So we're on County Road AA, north of Fairgrove, on our way to Olive, Missouri. And the hills just keep coming. Now a lot of these side roads, after you leave Fairgrove going north, are gravel because you're out of Greene County now. And so the surrounding counties have different standards for the roads, where Greene County meets a certain standard of the state. So every road's paved. So anytime you leave Greene County, you're going to start to see gravel roads. This is a long old climb we just started. Just slowly works its way up. So Highway AA becomes O, and we get more hills. We've made it to Olive, Missouri. So now we're off the state highways, little farm road. We're head back to for about a mile. I'm going to a birthday party, just like I did last year when I rode this route. So, hope you enjoyed the ride around Fairgrove, Missouri. It really is a great place to ride. If you're on 125 going north from Stratford to Fairgrove, it's a great ride, or any of the back roads around there. They're going to be challenging, they're going to be curvy, they're going to be scenic, and they're fun. So if you're out this way riding Fairgrove, enjoy the ride, alright? Take it easy.